Good morning, guys. Hope you're doing well. Today I want to talk about how to make friends as an adult. Before I get started, I just want to thank the person who submitted this to me. I really appreciate it. I wouldn't have come up with this vlog idea without you. And if anybody else has, life topics that they want to submit, feel free to at any point. So, I think the premise of this is, as an adult, making new friends can be hard, especially if you're in a city where you geographically didn't go to high school and or college. And so, I think the way I'm going to do this is I'll have 5 strategies. And the first is, to go to your job. No matter what type of work you do, you usually spend a lot of hours there. And I think trying to build friendships with coworkers is a great natural point because you spend so much time interacting with them throughout the day that I think, great friendships can form outside of work, on a personal level. So that would be my starting point. The second place I'd go is roommates if you have them. Again, this may be tough, if you're going in random or you don't have roommates, but I think it's worth the shot of trying to, hang out with, even if they're a random roommate, and get to know them better and see if there is something, in terms of a greater friendship that happens there. After work and roommates, I would go to extracurricular activities. And depending on what you enjoy, joining an activity you're open to trying out or passionate about. If you like sports, adult sports league. If you're, religious, maybe church. If you like running, do a running club. If you're passionate about a nonprofit, volunteering there. Again, if you want to include fitness into your life, going to a workout class at a gym, like a spin class or yoga. I think being with like-minded people it always feels good. And I think there's a natural way to form friendship because you have this commonality and passion. The fourth place I'd try is like citywide networking events. So if, depending on the industry you're in, but like if there's a, professional, like if you're a marketing professional living in Boston and there's like a Boston Marketing Professionals Organization, or, if there's a concert of a favorite artist you're going to, or there's a 5K being run, and then obviously, parties, or go to the bars, obviously take advantage of those. And if you're not that type of person, seek out, look for organizations that, doing like, just sometimes like speed dating or, there are some events where it's like, single people can, mingling. Bumble sometimes sponsors those events and stuff like that. That would be my fourth place. And then the fifth place I'd do is try social media apps. There's the actual like app of friend finding apps, like Bumble, BFF. I've never used it, but I would assume it works well. Posting even in Facebook groups, whether again it's to an activity you're passionate about, or even just like a general one like the Boston Housing Facebook group. And then I think you can get creative. Look up people on your Facebook and LinkedIn, and in terms of the city you live in. Right. So if you have your city updated on Facebook, you can go to friends, and there's a tab called, current city, and it'll show the friends that have listed your current city. And then, in terms of the LinkedIn, like, obviously you can look up the city again and see if anyone's living there, but you can also look up mutual friends as well. So like if I type in Chicago, like I can obviously get my first degree connections, which, I know obviously, and then I can also get my second degree connections. And, if any of those second degree connections are, like the mutual friends between you are someone you're close to, say like a friend from high school or college, you could ask them, hey, like, could you introduce me, or do you think they'd be a good friend, or would we be good friends? Finally, I'd say post on your social media. If you're moving to Denver, Colorado, say I'm moving to Denver, Colorado, and I don't have a lot of friends. If anyone knows anyone in the area, please let me know. I think it can be nerve-wracking to post that. Because no one wants to kind of be that person. But at the end of the day, like for me, the benefits outweigh the costs. If someone sees it and has a friend, you could benefit greatly. And I think ultimately people understand that, especially if you move to a new city, they understand you might not have a lot of friends in that city. So those were the 5 things I thought about, job, roommates, extracurricular activities is a big one, citywide networking events, and then obviously taking advantage of social media apps. If anyone has any feedback, or, you've been in this position and you used a strategy I didn't mention here, let me know. Happy to add it. But yeah, thanks guys.